You guys got calculators if you need them. Most of you should be looking up this way. I know Janelle and Bailey are doing something else, but everybody else, take a look at what we're doing as we do it. First thing, this shouldn't be a chore anymore. Anything like these three equations, I'll do a reminder. You guys know, cross multiply, in this case, 1 times 1, divide by the loaner, divide by 0.96, right? You got to run through those as a warm-up, all three of them. On your assignment, don't do it right now though. Everybody's good with those? Okay, so that's what you'll come back to. Now, we're going to answer the following questions. We'll do it as a group here. Now, the title of this is Currency Exchange Rates. What are we talking about with currency exchange rates then? Fabric? Feet and inches? Hello, Letitia. What are we talking about? Anybody know what currency refers to? Oh, come on. You know what does currency refer to? I know you're in a different chapter, but yeah, money. Okay, I'm going to just get the Letitia's here. And the currency exchange rates, we're wondering if you want American money and stuff like that, how much? Let's get this for Letitia when she's here. So the system of money, let's get these words down that we need to know. The system of money that a country uses is called its currency, okay? That's what the money system you use in a given country is, okay? The price, okay, Letitia, here's what we're working on right now. If you want to just, so that you have this, work with us for this little thing. The price of one country's currency in terms of another nation's currency is called the exchange rate. Like right now, our exchange rate does not favor Canadian money when compared to American dollars, right? I don't know today exactly, but it's probably $1.32 to buy $1 American or something like that, like $1.35. Lately, it's in $1.30-ish range. And you always hear about that going to Minot and stuff right now. Not a great idea. It's a lot to shop. You know, it's a lot of extra money just to pay in American dollars. Now, C and D, it can make sense either way, but it depends who you think is doing the buying and the selling. C is the rate at which a currency exchange buys money from its customers. That's called the buying rate, and that's for the bank, or the buying rate. That means the bank buys the money, not you. Now, this textbook, I've seen other books do it the other way around too, so I'm remaining consistent with this source. The rate at which the currency exchange sells the money to its customers is called the selling rate. And that's the bank sells you the money. Because if the bank is selling, you're buying, it's easy to get mixed up on who's the buyer and the seller. That's why I wanted to make sure. Now, E, which rate is higher, the buying rate or the selling rate? And that's from the bank's point of view, buying and selling. Why do you think this is? With the bank needs to make money, right? So let's say you buy $100 American for whatever price, say $1.35 per dollar. Then you change your mind, I'm not going to the States, and you want to exchange that $100 back in. It costs you $135. Do you think the bank is going to give you $135 back? No way. Well, they give you more or less back. Less. Yeah, you know that. You'll lose money if you take out $100 and then 5 minutes later exchange it back to Canadian money. And that's why then that means which rate? Which rate is higher? The selling rate is going to be higher because the bank needs to make money, they think anyways. I don't know if they really do, but selling rate is higher. The bank's selling rate, let's say that. Bank's selling rate is higher, so that they make money. Okay? So we need to know that. No. That doesn't mean, though, that if you would have taken out $100 American a few years ago, when we were almost the same, sometimes we were even higher, and then waited 5 years and went back to the bank, you would actually make money on it, but you're not going to do it in the same day. Okay? Now, let's just think about this here. Pesos, we've got euros in Europe. The dollar in the US is the same symbol as us. But anyways, we're going to come across a few different types of things. Swiss francs. Let's read this one here. A family is planning a trip to Mexico. That's not unheard of. You want to do some shopping at the local shops that only deal in Mexican pesos. They want to purchase 1,200 Canadian worth of Mexican pesos. How many Mexican pesos will they have? Well, to do this, you'd have to Google it up. Every day it's different. I Googled it up September 9th, just last week. So this rate here will change next year. Who knows if it'll even be close to that. So I'm going to just put September 9th. This was the exchange rate. We had, and I looked it up, 0.078 Canadian. Now, we're always going to use a C for Canadian because US dollars, you know, you've got to make sure you know what's going on there. For 1 peso. Now, if you understand what I'm saying there, that means 1 peso is not even worth 10 cents. It's worth 7.8 cents a piece, a peso. 7.9 today? Okay. Well, I just wrote down, and I'm sure somebody else has written down. I should have Googled it up this instant. But every day it changes a little bit. 7.8 cents, 7.9 cents. And it's relatively the same day after day. But over the course of a year or 6 months, you might see a lot of change. Okay. If that's true, and you want to purchase 1,200 Canadian worth of pesos, you're going to seem like, well, you're going to seem rich. Where would I put this 1,200 Canadian? On the top or the bottom of my... Okay, you're going to match, though. The Canadian money is on the top here, right? And I want 1,200 Canadian. The Canadian is on the top, right? So we keep Canadian, Canadian here, right? So I'm going to put my 1,200 Canadian so that it matches. And then the pesos is what I want to find. Pesos I have on the bottom on the blue fraction, so they have to be on the bottom on the right-hand side as well. You know how to solve this. Cross, multiply, divide by the lower. See how rich you'd seem in Mexico if you solve for x. I'll wait and let you solve for x. What do we got there? Misha, have you got a price for me? Oh, good. Kyle, you do, right? It's a lot. No? What'd you do? You sure? Because it's a huge number. So you might think you messed up, but pesos are this times that, divided by the loan, right? Yep. Yeah, 15384.62. That is what you said. 15,384. Boy, those pennies are worthless there. I'd like to be, I think. 62. I'm going to put the word pesos, just so I remember what the heck I solved. And I would require you to do the same with word problems. You have to have some words in your answer. Good. That seems like a lot of money, but in pesos it ain't. It isn't. It's not, I guess. It's a lot of money. 1,200 bucks is a lot of money, but 15,000 pesos seems like a heck of a lot of same amount. Really, it's worth about the same. Now, to do the other questions, which I'll let you do, I'll just give you some exchange rates that were valid last week. You can use them for these. On September 9th, I'm just going to put this here, 2015. This is a US dollar one. It was $1 US to $1.32 Canadian. Now you can use that for that problem. 1 US to $1.32. Just jot that down and you can solve that later. $1.32 Canadian. Back to here. This one here, just jot these down here. Euros and Swiss francs you're going to need on this. So here's what you need to know. For euros, we use a weird E for that. And 1 euro is about $1.48, same date. Almost $1.50. And the other one you're going to need is the Swiss francs for this problem. Swiss francs. 1 Swiss franc is how much? $1.35 Canadian. It's about the same as the US dollar. That may. Copy those down because those are the things you're going to set up proportions with. And then anytime in the newspaper or on the internet you can look up those exchange rates and figure out how much something would cost if you traveled into the States to shop and stuff. I'm going to stop this so you guys can work away on those. I'm going to stop the recording though so I could post that.